Do you think you can ever reconcile with Shay, or is the door closed?
When she says reconcile, what does she actually mean?
Well, reconciliation means, let me just Google it because I want to give you the
Let's Google that. Because what I'll tell you while you're Googling is what we and her can do. We can have a private conversation where it's not clout based, where it's not recorded. We can have a private conversation and address our concerns where nobody knows about it. So it's very honest and forthcoming.
So reconcile has a very simple definition. It says to restore friendly. It says to restore friendly relations between.
I don't think that we could be friends because what she did was cross the line when it comes to my child. I think that I can get an understanding. I've heard from people that we associate with that she's not in that same space, but there's no excuse for it. There was no apology. When it comes to my child, is the reason why me and her do not speak, and her ego and her pride. And absolutely not. She was not a good friend to me. I don't feel it was genuine. I feel because I was hot and popping at the time. That is the reason why you guys saw us together. The moment that those things were deceased. You have a lot of people in this industry that only hang with I call them industry friends. They're not real friends. They're people that only hang with you when you're on a television show. They're people that only fuck with you when you're doing something, so they say, working in the industry. I don't want to fuck with people like that. I like genuine people who fuck with me because of who I am inside. I want real friends. I don't want friends who are around me because of what I can bring to them, because they can get publicity, so they call it clout now. You know what I mean? Absolutely. It's deeper than the show. Me and her did not fall out because of the show. We actually made up, and then she did some other fuck shit, and I was done with her. And I think people look at who's on the show and who's not. Her being on the show has nothing to do with our breakup. The breakup happened way before that. I have no desire to be friends with her because she doesn't know how to be a friend. But if we could come to a conclusion and a apology privately without clout being involved and shows and all of that, that's cool. But I don't know publicly if I would be okay with that. I think when you're privately doing things, it comes from the heart. And as long as she comes from the heart and apologizes for my child being discussed, then yes, I could forgive her. But that does not mean that I will be friends with her.
Makes sense. Mm-hmm. Well, there's some other stuff I want to discuss offline.
Oh, really?